It's your boy Warlow back with another My Team video. And we're going to discuss the lack of cards in 2K25. Shout out to Esanio making this nice beautiful card of Kobe Bryant. Because the fact that there ain't no Kobe in this game is so insane. We're not even going to mention about the horrible odds. Like, this upcoming week that we are getting in my team is likely the last week of content, so keep that in mind. And the pack odds are still like dang there at below 2% odds, which is, whew, that is honestly insane. I know there's a lot of y'all that don't even, I don't know, there's a lot of people that haven't even only pulled 100, but not the point. Not the point. But the lack of cards in this game though, we have no Kobe's. Like, I know Kevin Durant is likely gonna get a new card, right? Before I go back to the normal screen. I know Kevin Durant is gonna get another card. Probably his GOAT card. But, like, KD has not had a real upgrade since his February card. And I don't want to hear about his 100 overall. His 100 overall, they literally took away everything. Like, this card is not Kevin Durant. I'm just being 100 overall, it's good enough. But I don't even think he's better than the Opal KD. I think the Opal KD is way better than that one. Because like they just like that's not KD. When you take away every sig away from Kevin Durant and you just make him, and I said the last KD we had on quick, because that's the last KD, because they took away his laner, took away nearly every single animation. They didn't do that with like no other players. Like no one else got that treatment. Like John Morant, for example, still has a lot of his animations, so it really is good. Curry still got most of his animations. KD just got screwed out of all of his animations. It's a lot of them are good, and he hasn't had a card since February. For real. So why are we sitting on July and Kevin Durant still don't got a card in my team? And that's not saying that we're saying we could just bring up a whole list of names. Old players like Bob McAdoo, they don't have cards. Jason Richardson was his last card. Like, let's just go back in 2K23 database. We're just gonna go back in and look at 2K23 real quick. 2K, can I see the 2K23 database? I want to go to the 2K23. Let me pause for a second. Okay, but look, like I don't even think we got a Terry DeChinger this year. Like, we haven't even got an Eric. I mean, what's his name? Maxwell? Wasn't Maxwell in 2K23? Like, he had like Cedric Maxwell, he didn't even come out this year. I mean, we're missing so many cards from so many cards. We had a lot of end games. I remember all these end games were done for $50 too back then. But Manu Ginobili, does he even have a card? Like, I don't even recall Manu getting a card this year. No, he has not. Manu hasn't even gotten his top end level card yet. And we're at the end of the cycle. Like, that is really bad. And there's a lot of other players as well that is missing. Like, even if you look on your current day, like I said, I'm gonna look at it in the real game, but LaMelo Ball, Big Z, Dale Ellis, what's his last card in my team? I mean, like, just for real, a Ruby card. Like, the lack of creativity with these drops has been like actually kind of insane. We didn't get Big Z until like the end. Josh Giddey hasn't gotten the card, probably for good reason, but Grady, let's see, Whitmore got an Opal. Wesley Kessler, I don't think he even got a card this year. Other than that pink diamond, like late in the cycle, hasn't gotten much of nothing really. But really is a card problem. Like Lance Stevenson, where the heck did he go last year? But like I just been playing like salary cap a whole lot with my Kobe Bryant, and I'm starting to miss Kobe Bryant being in the game. Like, this has been my salary cap team. I've been cooking with it. Like I mentioned before, I really like this lineup. And I've been using my Galaxy Opal Kevin Durant, like right here. He has I have like 61 Hall of Fame badges on, which is nuts. Well, yeah, I've been rocking him still to this day, and he's still so good. But the fact is, like, why does KD not have any upgrades? An actual upgrade. Like, we can just go through the current day roster. Like, example, like the Knicks center, who literally a lot of people like, you think he would have an upgrading game. He has nothing. Julius Randle usually gets Dark Matters in the game. I don't even think he has a card. Like, I felt like a lot this year, all 2K did was kept redoing the same cards over and over and over again. Over and over and over again, because they sell packs instead of actually, like, giving a lot of names out. Like, giving a lot of names. We got Tobias, I remember that. Vucevic even get a card this year? I mean, I'm being real. I mean, this might sound little. Got a pink diamond. What did he get last year? Let me get last year. I'm just looking at cards in the background. Like, he had a Dark Matter. Oh, look at this. We had Spotlight Sims technically all year. We had, well, whatever it was called. I think it was called Spotlights. And we had all these cards giving us a lot of creative cards. Honestly, half of these players don't even have cards in the game. Rudy does not have a card this year. Tony Parker even have a card in my team? Like a 98 Opal from April that literally is not outdated. Like, is so outdated, really. John Starks, did he even get anything this year? Did we even get our Bob Nidaliki this year? Like, is this not an issue to anybody? Like, we're in the last week of Conte. Does George Gervin even have a card? We're in like the last week of content. Like, understand, because the following week's gonna be Super Pack, so we're not getting any content after that. And I remember last year, didn't he have a whole Dark Matter? He had a whole Dark Matter last year. And George Gervin doesn't look like it. Jack Sigma even get an upgrade this year. Like, it's actually crazy when we're actually looking at this. He only has a diamond card. Bob Nidaliki, I don't think has any card this year, and he was a fan favorite last year. Like, whatever happened to fan favorite packs, actually, the more I think about it. But Maurice Lucas it was really good in multiple years. Like, there's so many names missing that it's actually, like, he didn't even get a card this year. Well, I mean, George Marison they have his rights. I know they do. Maybe these cards potentially, but I don't see them dropping all these cards. Because think about it, they have to drop the Team USA Invincibles each week, so they're taking up slots, and then a lot of them are players that are known players. So like George Marison, I don't think he got in a single card in my team this year. Has he? I don't think even though he's in the game, like George Marison is indeed in the game. He has gotten absolutely, he didn't get no cards last year. So we're just missing so many players. The lag of moment, like, it's done. I mean, we didn't get, I understand these are just cheesy players, but it's the end of the year. You think we'd be getting a lot of creative names. We don't get Kobe. Danny Manny's coming out next week, so we can, like, that got leaked before, but yeah, but that's what I wanted to bring up a lot. And the thing about Kevin Durant is, are they just gonna screw his SIGs? Like they say, they need to let me, Carlo, literally let me make Kevin Durant next week. Because let's assume Kevin Durant does drop this week. Let's just assume that 2K doesn't screw anything up, doesn't mess not much up, and they just give Kevin Durant a card. Let's just assume. And I mean, shoot, I would love to see Kobe. I would love to see. I would just love to see some new names in the set that hasn't been released at all, because like we're in the last week. And there's so many players missing, like, and we haven't had it, like, a lot of times the spotlights will cover up for this, but we're just not gonna get it this year. Yeah, but KD, for example, KD's technically supposed to be 6'11", but like we haven't had a KD on very quick. Like, you can keep KD's release cool. I messed that up by mistake. Cool. You can keep Kevin Durant's release. It's alright. His release is actually really good. Now with the behind, keep Pro Free Fade. It's amazing. And 2K, that been bugging me too with y'all. I mention it a lot. I don't understand their love for Pro. I just don't understand the love with it so much. Like, changes behind the back to literally do a couple change. Maybe change the moving spin to John Wall. Changes behind the back to Jamal Murray. Just make a few minor tweaks. Like, it should not be that hard for 2K to make a good Kevin Durant card. Well, KD's already good, like I said, it's Opal, but make a top-end KD card without, like, making them not Kevin Durant. Make a lot of these random players good, because, like I said, we're missing so many. I didn't even go over everybody on the list, but man, it's a lot. It is a lot. It is a lot of players. But like example, like imagine you can bust out of this into like a Jamal Murray. Like I just like I said, I can bust out. I probably got to change the dribble style. Maybe change the dribble style to Michael Jordan. I forgot to change the dribble style. But if I could like bust out of that, trying to do it, can't do it correctly, Grains. I missed it, but literally, like, if I could bust, like, they need to get Katie Leaner back. I don't know why they removed Katie Leaner. Made no sense whatsoever. I'm just mistiming it. I just suck right now. What, Graham? Man, I'm just sucking right now. Because this is my league, so, you know, you gotta take it with a grain of salt. I'm just not green anything. Ah, they trolling me. I hate trolling me. But yeah, they need to put back KD Leaner back on his cards, though, because it is ridiculous. Okay, I know I greened it. Okay, not the point. I know I timed that perfectly. 2K's just trolling. But, yeah, why is KD only 82? But, we need in my opinion, we need a massive update next week. And we need to add in a lot of cards into the mode. I think like there need to just be a big update of card selection, but I know it's not going to happen. Like I already know it's not gonna happen, and it's just not like it just. But man, also like the unaccessibility, like a lot of these Galaxy Opals this year, we go in cards and we just click players. Like I have a real question. Like what is the end of the year? Are we just gonna have to open packs and it's GG's? A lot of these cards aren't even in packs anymore. So, like, even they added the endgame and Invincibles, is just over for the Galaxy Opals? Like, I have so many questions, literally. Because like, the Galaxy, I just don't know. I really don't know, because you can't get Danny Ferry. You can't get Lamar Odom, technically, the Galaxy Opal one. You can't get Peja anymore. You can't get a lot of these Galaxy Opals, or not get them in game modes anymore. So, I have Benedict you can't get. There's so many. Corver, okay, he's in player market. Is he in player market? I can't even remember. Can't even remember. But a lot of the Opals are gambling only. Like a lot of times these would have been cheaper options to buy, but you can't do that this year. So I really just don't know. What is y'all take? Like, what do y'all think for this week, next week, new season? What is y'all take for this? Because I just have a lot of questions. I mean, D Wade. All of his cards are gambling. You can't even get the Galaxy Opal or the Dark Matter. You have to hope to pull them. And if you don't pull them, you're just never playing with D-Wade. But, yeah, what is y'all theories? What are y'all thinking in the comment section? Just wanted to bring that up, though. And it might be people who say, oh, you're glazing KD again. Yeah, I kind of am. But yeah, I do expect KD to drop next week. But I don't expect Kobe to drop, even though he's in mobile. But I guess we'll see next week. But see you on the next My Team video. And give me a key. See y'all.